All right, man, let's get it in. Let me start it. Let me get this goddamn comment pinned. Invite a few folks. You know. Hold on. Let's see. James. The homie James. Let's see. I gotta invite some folks. Yeah, you see the topic pinned. Let me invite some folks right now, real fast. Who the fuck I said I was gonna invite? Oh, my cousin. Shit, I don't know who else to invite. Hold on, let me invite a couple more folks. Some peoples. Let's see. Let's see. All right, that's cool. Y'all see the topic. If you're a hoe or have been one, or had or currently do have hoe tendencies, here are some reasons why your relationship may not last long. That goes with relationships and marriages, all that shit. Well, I know a lot of people get a lot of women get offended if I say something like that. You know, they'll be like, oh, it shouldn't matter how much, you know what I mean, bodies I got in the past, how much dudes I fucked, or anything like that. Hold on. Man, getting all in the fucking way and shit. Yeah, anywho. Hey, what's up with my brother? My brother P Nutty Buddy. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. I'll tell a woman, they're like, body count shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter how much men I fucked. Okay, if body count don't matter, then tell me how much men you fucked then. They be like, they get stuck. Yeah, exactly. That just proves that body count does matter. When it comes to women, actually, when it comes to men, body count really doesn't matter. Because actually, let me turn my phone on vibrate because my shit going wild now every time I go on live and shit. People always inbox me their questions instead of fucking posting them in the comments right here. But body count doesn't, they say, oh well, how about if you're fucking hella bitches or something? Well, it ain't the same. Men and women ain't the same. Physically, biologically, more important, neurologically. You know what I mean? We are not the same. We're not similar. A man who actually has sex with a lot of women is actually respected in society. He's, and I could go into detail, but I'll just give some examples. Hugh Hefner, Dan Bilzerian, Andrew Tate. You know, a lot of these type of guys. I'm not saying that every girl wants these type of guys. I'm not saying you want them type of guys or nothing like that. But the majority of the women desire these type of guys because look, the reality is it actually takes work to bag a bitch. You know what I mean? It actually takes work to fuck a female. It actually takes work to get a female. Hey, if anybody could share the live, I would appreciate it too. It actually takes work to get a female. Females don't know nothing about that because it don't take no work to bag us. I mean, shit, spread your legs, drop your pants, shit. You know what I mean? You could get as simple as that. But if a man does that shit, we a creep. Of course, I would agree. But you know what I mean? So it actually takes some work to get a woman. You know what I mean? So imagine having a woman looking at a dude and like, God damn, he got hella bitches. You know what I mean? I always see him in bitches' Instagrams and shit and all that. You know what I mean? Just surrounded by females. He might be on boats with bitches, might be at events with bitches. You know what I mean? You never really see him with a main chick by his side or something. You know, he just has plenty of females. And he don't even got to be physically surrounded by them. He could just have a heavy presence of females. Like, you know what I mean? He goes on social media, gets a lot of inboxes from females, a lot of likes, a lot of pretty much attention from females. You know what I mean? Other women see that and they're like, God damn, because they know that they just don't go for any women, plain and simple. They just don't go for any man. I know a lot of these women fuck these bum ass niggas, but I mean, no excuses. I ain't making no excuses for y'all. Y'all were young or whatever the fuck you guys want to say nowadays. I was young and dumb. Okay, I would agree, especially on the dumb part. But you know, also somebody's only as good as their options. So like a man, like I'm saying, he'll get a lot of attention from women. A woman will be like, well, it takes a lot of work to get me. I ain't easy to get. And he's fucking with bitches who possibly look better than me. While a woman, it's hard for a woman to actually admit that a woman looks better than her. But you know, they might say something like, oh yeah, you know, she's on my level or some shit. Or if she's just plain and simple, just better looking, then they'll admit it. But there are a lot of women that give credit where it's due. But anyway, they'll be like, well, she's on my level. I know I ain't easy. So it took some work. So what has he got? What did he do to achieve all this? You know what I mean? And it's not just one of them. He got many bitches around him. So that's the reason why body count is different for men. Hold on, I gotta take a puff of this shit. But you know what I mean? So let me go on to the topic. Let me read a comment. I seen a comment though. I think it was from the homegirl. Where the fuck did it go? The homegirl Kelsey. Facts, and that should be making women want that man when he gets hella women. Exactly. See, so she's pretty much agreed with me. That's facts. You know, she on point with that. Pretty much in agreement. A lot of women don't like to admit that because it's kind of hard to admit, yeah, I'm going for a nigga who got hella bitches. Like, why would a you know what I mean? Why would a woman admit that? So, and also, especially if a woman has maybe never even got that type of guy before, if she gets a little taste of that lifestyle, then she'll be hooked. You know what I mean? She ain't going back. She ain't looking at no type of niggas lower than his level. And that's the thing about women. Women, like, especially in high school, woman, like maybe an average woman, she's a 5 out of 10. She links up and fucks with one of the popular guys in the school. He's probably like an 8, 9, whatever. Got a lot of females. Probably good looking, 6 foot tall, whatever. Nice physique. An average woman will go and fuck with that guy because, I mean, as a man, you know what I mean? Most men are damn near fucking thing with a hoe. I'm not saying me personally because, of course, not all men are me. They don't have options, you know what I mean? I've actually got to the experience to where, you know what I mean, sex is just like a fucking call away, like literally. I don't gotta fucking pay for it. It's fucking genuine, you know what I mean? I ain't no fucking simp or nothing like that. You know what I mean? It's just, I pretty much got some cool options to where I don't gotta fucking, you know what I mean? I don't gotta fucking beg a bitch for nothing sexually, obviously. And I'll admit there's a lot of simps that actually do that shit though. You know what I mean? So like say the woman, the average woman fucks the man, he's like 8 or 9 when it comes to the status and everything in high school. She go and fuck with him, then she thinks that she ain't gonna fuck with nobody lower than him. She ain't gonna see that nigga who been flirting with her, you know what I mean, in class in third period and shit. She ain't gonna see none of that shit. She's only gonna see football stars, sports stars, you know what I mean, all that shit. Let me read this comments. Believe it or not, men like women who are well known as well. You hear about a female who got some good throat, you're gonna want to try it, right? Yeah, that's true. We're just gonna want to try it. We ain't gonna want to marry it. We're gonna get as much throat as we can, and use her for all that shit. Yeah, we do like I said, we like the hoes. We love the hoes. Personally, I love hoes. Hoes give me more hoes. Hoes, shit. I don't know. Hoes give me more hoes, I guess, at this point. Not literal hoes where you're paying for sex. I'm just talking about just hoes. You know what I mean? But yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So it's like, yeah, believe it or not, we like women like that. So men have two different standards. The standards that we have for fuckable women and the standards that we have for a marriageable woman. Two different standards, you know what I mean? That's where a man will actually fuck even a bigger chick if the right opportunity presents itself. Even if the motherfucker could be an 8, 9, or a 10. He could be a fucking good looking rich ass man. If the opportunity presents itself, he might take that because men are different, but women actually won't stoop low like that. Woman definitely won't stoop low like that. Let me see what my cutty said. Once, a long time ago, I was a hoe, and she that's that one girl song, huh? What's her name? Mariah something. Once, what did she say? I don't know. She had a whole song, man. That loving hip hop chick, Mariah, that white chick or Puerto Rican skinny chick. She had a song admitting that she was a hoe. That's wild. Y'all hoes crazy. Nah, I definitely know you ain't a hoe, cuzzo, for sure. But yeah, you know what I mean? So a woman, she might fuck a dude who is she might be an average woman. She'll fuck a dude who's realistically above her. And then now she ain't looking at no people that are below him. Her standards are set now. I fuck that dude. This is the type of dude that I could marry. But realistically, men are damn near fuck anything. Even if you're a well-off man. You would less likely fuck anything because of the abundance of options you have. But yeah. Oh, I sound like Andy because I'm my cousin, man. That's my big cousin. That's the bloodline. You know what I mean? But yeah. No, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, there's some cute bigger women. You know what I mean? Personally, I have never fucked with a woman who was too big. You know what I mean? I fucked with women who I say fat woman would say, oh, she's thick, and skinny woman would probably say, oh, she's fat. You know what I mean? So like kind of in between the thicker women, I like black chicks. So I like, you know what I mean? So but at the same time, a marriageable woman and a fuckable woman are two different things. So I would fuck with a super thick ass woman, but at the same time, for longevity and health reasons and maybe lack of discipline or a couple of other things, I wouldn't marry a bigger woman unless she shows me, you know what I mean, she's like making an effort or something. But I don't know. That's personally me. I have a lot of options, so I don't really have to go that route. That's what I'm saying. So, but if I would choose to go that route, I mean, I could choose to go that route. Man, listen, go get you a fat bitch. We are it. Big dogs around this bitch. Well, I know personally you, cuzzo. I got two cousins actually that's on this. My cousin Ceci and my cousin Rosina right here. They actually don't know each other. They cousins from separate sides of family. But yeah, you can be big and still be healthy, motherfucker. No, I know exactly. Especially you're actually a good example though. That's I used you as an example when I was on live the other day, because you're doing what you can, you know what I mean, for the longevity. You're actually putting in the effort. I'm talking about these women that just really ain't doing nothing, you know what I mean, but expecting and like they deserve a top tier guy or something like that. What's up, extended cousin? Rosina, who I don't know. Yeah, that's my cousin Sassy and my cousin Rosita. Um, but no, I mean that's just the reality of it. Yeah, disciplined. Yeah, it shows discipline. Like me, I wouldn't say I personally am the most fittest. Everybody would look at my pictures and say I'm skinny as fuck, but in reality, you see me, I'm a little bit bigger than that skinny people. You know what I mean? Like I got a little bit more muscle mass. I'm not much. Don't try to roast me. Not much. You know what I mean? Like I don't got no bird chest, skinny ass bones chest. My stomach. You know what I mean? I ain't skinny. You can't even see my ribs or nothing. I ain't never had no six pack or nothing. I just been like naturally lean, but I'm a little bit more on still fit, but I would personally say more unfit because I just know myself. You know what I mean? I could work out and get in the gym a little bit more and stuff. So that's what I'm working on too behind the scenes. So to again up my options. But let's get back to the topic, which is pinned right there in the comments. If you were a hoe, or if you are a hoe, or may have had hoish tendencies in the past, these are the reasons why your relationship may not last. You can be skinny and not healthy. You can also be big and really healthy. Just depends, really. Yeah, exactly. But you can't be too big and still be healthy. You could be big, working your way down, being healthy, getting healthy and stuff. But you can't grow bigger and say that you are healthy if you're gaining weight, pretty much. That's what I'm saying. And then skinny, yeah, like I would say I'm more of on the unfit skinny side. Like I said, I could have a six pack. I could have, be yoked in the gym more and all that shit. But I'm more on the unfit, side. I haven't really exercised in a couple months. I haven't really exercised consistently more than 6 months for like a few years. So I would say that I'm more on the unfit skinny side. um, yeah, I know. Yeah, you can't be hella. But okay. So pretty much body count matters to a man, but it doesn't matter to a woman. And like I said, I won't want to touch bases on that again. I just fucking been rambling about that bullshit for a long ass time, and it fucking led me onto this shit. Um so pretty much these are the reasons why a man cares about body count and a woman naturally doesn't care about body count. It's because a woman's interest is in a man's future. Does he have ambition? What does he got going for himself? Is he disciplined? All these other things that we named and stuff already previously. What does he have all this potential? Is he a hustler? Does he grind? He's working. He got 2 jobs. He doesn't really pay attention to bitches. Well, at least that's her perception. But on the low, this nigga getting bitches. But yeah, does he have a future? So a woman's interest is in a man's future. And a man's interest in a woman is in her past. Because nowadays, a lot of women actually sacrifice their present in an expense for their future. So they want to live their life and dedicate a lot of their time to maybe being a career woman, extensive hours in college, years in college, just dedicating a lot of stuff to things that she wants to do, because women, they want to be fulfilled on the inside. They want to do a lot of things, especially now. There's a lot of what I would call hyper independence, which is pretty much like a fictitious facade, um, you know, propelled into the faces of women due to like propaganda and shit like that. But that's a whole different topic. So it's like, and then they don't realize, after spending all this time focusing on themselves, when they get older, they really want to have a family. So it's like, but they've been doing all these things to bring value to themselves, not knowing that a high value man really doesn't give a fuck about all that shit. Like, a high value man doesn't really care about the value that you really been spending all your money, time, dedication into. A high value man, a lower value man, yeah, for sure. He wouldn't mind getting with a college educated, graduated, a businesswoman, career woman who has her, her own shit, 2, 3 businesses. You know what I mean? A man definitely. I think we done fucked it up. What's up with it? Hey, JG, give me the green light, JG. I'll throw you on this motherfucker. Give me the green light, JG. I'll throw you on this motherfucker. I'm telling you, man. So yeah, it's like share the live too if you guys watching it. I would appreciate it. But yeah, so it's like women spend all these times working on building value for themselves due to this hyper independence. But I mean, oh shit, this nigga said John Legend, give me the green light. All right, let me get this. Let me get my brother on, man. Yes, sir.
My boy.
We at it.
What's going on, man?
Same old shit, man. You seen the topic?
I'll see. Let me see. Topic is your.
If you're a hoe, or you have been one, or if you had or have hoe tendencies, here's some reasons why your relationship may not last long.
Oh man, it's a lot of these females with them whole tendencies out here, man. That's chasing that value off of them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, right off the rip. Oh
shit!
This nigga there dropped me on my head and shit. But all right, right off the rip. Does woman's body count matter to you?
Man,
marriageable woman. Marriageable.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. So if I do get into them drawers and I see the lips hanging, body count matters right there, because there's no way that them lips, you know what I'm saying, should be clapping.
She got that pastrami. She got that pastrami salami combo.
That turkey. So body count matters when it's evidently that the whole fucking world then ran through you, because shit, now I feel like I'm in last place and I feel like I don't belong there. I feel like I belong in first place.
Yeah. Facts. Okay, so another question I want to ask you, because I just been answering the comments and shit, and I've been kind of getting off topic a little bit, started talking about women's weight and shit. I ain't really trying to touch on that. You know what I mean?
You said the weight? Oh, yeah. We could touch on that. We actually doing the women a favor around here that haven't got it together yet, that don't care about their body, you know what I'm saying? Because that's self-care right there. So if you only care enough to eat food, but you don't care enough to work that actual weight off that you gain in excessive weight, you can't go inside your room. You can't do a few crunches. You can't do a few woman push-ups. You can't get on that bike and go, burn some calories, but you can eat all the calories up. This is a conversation we do need to have. Shit.
Yep. Exactly. Oh, hold on. I got let me read some of the comments. I got 2 of my cousins in here, Cecilia and Rosina.
No disrespect to the bigger women, because there's somebody out there that always, for every woman, even the ones with 300,000 miles on them, there's somebody out there that's gonna want you. You feel me? But this is just the idea that you walk around with, and you gotta change that about yourself.
No, look. This is, hold on. Let me read her comment, and then I'll get to saying what I was gonna say about the weight. She said, my first cousin Cecilia, Ceci, she said, I need a man to take initiative, or I'm gonna do things myself. I can't sit around pretending like I can't do it, waiting for men to be men again. Okay, I can say something real fast, and I'll get on the weight. So something about that is pretty much, a lot of women don't want to display wifey type unless a husband is displaying a husband material. See, so the difference is, a man, whether he's a boyfriend or a husband, he displays the same thing: provide, protect, and guide. So women, so once you ask a woman, like, what do you see in me? I'm your boyfriend. what do you see in me right now? Oh, well, you're a guy, you protect, you provide for me, you throw it down in the bed, whatever the fuck she says, you know what I mean?
Right.
Well, aren't these things that you want in your husband too as well? Well, yeah, of course, of course. Well, I'm already doing them right now and I'm your fucking boyfriend. Why can't you get up and fucking make me a sandwich after we fuck? You know what I mean? Some type of
I'll
shit
weigh
like,
in on
you
that.
know what I mean? Why I gotta wait to spend all this time and money, big wedding, you know they want it, all that shit, to make you my wife, for you to act like my wife, you know what I mean? So that's where the thing about the weight, where I could throw the weight in with this, is that, you know, women to be big, that's fine. You know, one thing, you can control every morsel of food that you put in your mouth, you know, so you know, so that's one thing. You know, there are women who are going, you know, one of my cousins, Rosina, in here, she's actually on the healthy side. She was bigger than what she is. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
But she knows that she been putting the work in, and she's doing her thing, you know what I mean? But at the same time,
Exactly.
you know, she's married, you know what I mean? She's married, so I'm pretty sure, well, regardless, she's gonna, you know what I mean, she's gonna want to live a better life regardless whether she was married or not. I just know her. So, but I mean, that probably has some play into it too, you know what I mean?
Let me weigh
You
in
know what I
on
mean?
you,
You want to
bro.
look good for your husband, right? You want to look good for your husband, of course, you know what I mean? And a real woman to recognize that without a man trying to jam it down her throat. A man shouldn't have to try to jam it down her throat, because by
Right.
that time it's like you already overlooked it so much that I've been dropping hints maybe for 2-3 years now. It got to where I'm frustrated. I'm fucking yelling at
Right.
your ass or some shit.
And that's
You know what I
fair.
mean? And
That's
that's great.
fair because, you
You
know,
know?
this has got to do with the coming up, you know, the psychology that women is learning. You know, let's just say that the shit that they're learning to take away the stuff that's not going to hurt them and stuff, but they're overlooking the stuff that can make them better. So yeah, a healthy life can make you a lot better. It'll make you a lot
Yeah.
attractive. It'll make you feel better. You'll be able to look inside that mirror and you won't be sad, damn, why God cursed me? Because no, he didn't curse you. You just not spending your time paying attention to your weight. You're not spending your time paying attention to the things that actually matter. Instead, you sweeping it under the rug and you trying to find a man to accept you for who you are, and that's cool. You can accept you for who you are, but if you don't want to be that person, then why aren't you putting the work in to change that person, change that
Yeah.
image of that person, you know,
Yeah.
change the thought process of that person?
See,
It's a
look,
personal thing.
this is it's funny how men off the rip, we could name 5 things that a woman would want, that we know for sure a woman would want, the average woman would want in a husband.
Yeah.
But women can't name 5 things that a man would want in a wife. They always name things that pertain to them. Well, highly educated, maybe college degree, maybe her
Right.
own business,
Trying to boost
maybe
that
her,
value
you know what I
on
mean?
up, huh?
That don't matter to us. Shit, is if we doing good, you gonna do good. Anybody around us gonna be doing good. So it don't really matter how much money that she's gonna make. It would be cool if she got some little hobby or something. That'd be fine. Or, you know, a little business. I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind that and shit. You know what I mean? As long as it doesn't take away time from the household and me as well. My cousin Rosina said, I'm gonna eat a burger and still go work out. Fuck you mean?
You feel me? And
That's the one who I was talking about.
she takes ownership behind what comes with eating too many burgers. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because you eat too many of them motherfuckers, and now you got a big fucking hamburger sitting in your stomach, and you're not wondering. You wondering why your stomach is shaped like a hamburger and shaped like a can of soda, and you know what I'm saying? All that. But to touch on what men actually be looking for, I think we be looking for a woman, like you said, her body count, it shouldn't be exuberant. It shouldn't just be like, I shouldn't be able to look at you and be like, and I'm not judging you either, because sometimes you can just tell when a hoe is a hoe. You know, your body, and then
Yep.
when I get between your legs or whatever, now I can see that shit is all pastrami'd out, shredded and shit, you know.
Yeah,
These are
man.
things that matter. So that means that take away the respect for yourself, right? That
Mhm.
take away the respect for yourself. That take away a good character. I might see you in a more valuable light, but that shit right there it's gonna dump you
Yep.
into a bad light right there.
Mm-hmm. My other cousin, Cecilia, she said, I'm a big fine woman, and I'm not gonna let anyone tell me how I should look. Guess I won't find a husband. She said, I skate, ride bikes, hike, and very flexible. So what's the problem?
Being big is not, see, the thing is, being big ain't the problem. The problem is getting big and not choosing to care about your health. See, you choosing to consume,
staying big,
and not to care. Now you can stay your size, right? You can stay your size and still be healthy. You know what I'm saying? You can still be healthy and still gain the man attention and be attractive.
Can't hear you. You got that call. I think he got a call coming in. Usually that's what happens when he gets a call. But pretty much that's what it is. It's like men, okay, a man could get with a big woman because maybe his options are slimmer. You know, a man is only as good as his options, what's available to him. Yeah, you good. You had that call coming in, huh?
All right, I'm gonna go pick up my car. My shit was up in the shop. You know, I had to go get that motherfucker. I had to go get a new battery cable. But
okay.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with being big, though, honestly, bro. You know.
Yeah, look, this is what I was saying pretty much. Okay, a man could get with a woman that's big because maybe it's a lot of things could come into play with that. His lack of options. Maybe even not that. Maybe she makes up for other shit. You know what I mean? He sees the potential in her. But if he gets with her, marries her, whatever, or maybe he just gets with her, makes a commitment. Okay, I see the potential in her. She's making a little progress. And then you get comfortable and you just stay big. You know, it's no progress and it's getting in the way of the relationship maybe and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You guys, maybe you do walk and maybe you do hike, but maybe you're not able to hike as long or walk as long as a healthier woman would be able to. Maybe hopefully he's on the healthy side too as well. So, you know what I mean? So it's like now it's preventing him from actually really working out, doing his full workout or something like that, and now he got to work out without you. Then it causes like it could cause a lot of things, and it stems from discipline, really. I mean, get your discipline on. So pretty much to answer my cousin's question when she said, well, she's not going to tell anybody how to look, yeah, or that nobody's going to tell her how to look. I'm not personally, well, even what I teach, my brother too, we're not here to tell women what to do. You got to do this. We are just here to advise and inform women. Hey, if you want this higher value man or this type of man that fits the criteria, which mostly all women shoot for the stars, you know what I mean? Then I advise you that there are some things. Diego Red just hit me in the inbox. He might hop on the live right now too. He said he's going to
Okay.
But yeah, because I know he just went on live and he be going on live similar topics and stuff.
Somebody said, so what y'all want, a low body count or to be a nun? Well, let's be honest about it.
Hold on real fast. Hold on. Let me just finish real fast and we'll go straight to that because I seen that too. Okay. So pretty much to finish up, real fast, we're just advising women, hey, this is the type of things that the man you wants in a marriageable woman. We're just telling you these things. So it's up to you if you want to be these things. And like I said, these aren't 100% of the men that want these, but it's pretty much the majority of the men that you women want. So, all right, what was that question?
It said, she said, so what y'all want? A low body? So what y'all want? A low body count or to be a nun? I'm confused. Be honest, there's no way that you can have a zero body count. Everybody is a used car around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You might
I'll let you know a little secret that all these podcasts that I've been getting game from and all the studies that I've been reading on too as well. So there's statistical data to back what I'm about to say. That on average, lower body count is the amount of women with lower body count overseas is tremendous, bruh. Tremendous. Even well into their 20s. Tremendous. It's only these countries that are westernized. So we could say like Australia, like Europe, France, like places like that, Canada, you know what I mean? Stuff like first world countries and mostly English speaking countries, but mostly first world countries, like I said, like France or some shit like that. Like those countries, those are more westernized. So a lot of the women are the same. but you go to these other more cultural women that are tapped into their culture because it's been civilizations worth of discussions and trial and error of this shit. Who pulled
What's
up
up,
on
man? What, you dropping something off over here?
you?
Oh shit, man! I need to feel something now. My fault, bro. Keep carrying on my
Nah,
man.
you good.
Hey, somebody, they doing their job right now, man. Coming to, you know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
All right, I'm gonna put it in, bro. Hopefully you get it pulled. Okay. Okay. All right. Good looking, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in for sure. Okay. FedEx driver, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna be pulling up to your job in one of these, man. Come drop.
Look. Dang.
Feel me?
All right, so look, Cynthia Wallace said,
let me touch it down. Let me touch it down before. So look, this is the thing. So the thing is, you know what I'm saying? So it's like okay, these cars are like a Honda, right? You know, Hondas is built to last for a long time. Some of these cars out here is not. I like to refer to this car stuff because it actually makes sense. Some cars, motors, you know, it's not built to last as long. So what do a person do to a motor when it gets too many miles on it? They either do what? They either rebuild it or they do a motor swap.
Yep.
So you could take them same concepts to yourself. You're gonna swap out things about yourself that made your mileage high. Because if you still driving around here with that 350,000 mile motor, you know, looking like a 98 Honda around this motherfucker, and you know, that's the value right there. But if you could swap that motor out that Honda and put some new units under that Honda, you know what I'm saying? And now you might have that high body count, but you got some new features about that body count, and people gonna notice that change, you know what I'm saying? That body count becomes, some people gonna overlook, some people might, I can't say all people, some people just might be able to see you for you right now. And they won't, if they ask about your past, well,
yeah, it's always gonna be on their mind. And then look, she said a couple of more comments. She said, I'm about to hop on too, because how are you a whole bunch of dicks telling women about themselves? Okay, so hold on, let me send her the request.
And I'm not shaming a woman either. I'm just being truthful, right? It's not.
Hold
it has nothing to do with telling a woman
her
about herself. If you're not healthy, if you don't want to be healthy, then hey, more power to you. You got the free will to be what you want to be. We speaking for a more truthful point. That's like, man, you know what I'm saying? If he get big, so if he got the chance,
she said right after that, laugh my ass off. How would you ever even know that a woman has a low body count? Because look, like you were saying, I'm gonna make a play off that car thing, like how you're saying. You could swap the parts to try to better yourself for the longevity, right? These are a lot of things. Women try to suppress their past, maybe delete some hoish posts, maybe try to move to a new city, maybe get some surgery, some lipo, some titties, a BBL, some type of shit. These are all these things, right? To try to, but at the same time, the mileage though, or not the mileage, what I was gonna say, we got something nowadays, what I like to call the hoe facts. The hoe facts, just like the car facts, it's the hoe facts, which is this internet shit. We just fuck around, pull up a bitch's Instagram, see she over here on trips, she's chilling in a Bentley, she's chilling in a fucking Maserati, she's chilling in a Lambo, which we know these aren't the type of cars that women own. These are men's cars. So these are men's funded trips. So there's a lot of, so what I'm saying, and that's not every woman, especially a lot of women here in Fresno, they ain't doing big shit like that. But what I'm saying, but there are, I do know, and I know you do know, a lot of females here too that do be doing shit like that too. So it's like, so it's kind of really everywhere. But the average man don't know the type of females we know here though. So it's like the average man here. So pretty much what I'm saying is that women retain these tendencies and these characteristics from being a hoe. And there's you just act different. So for one thing, I take a woman on a trip. I say, oh yeah, let's fly out. I'm planning a trip for the week. We're gonna go to Jamaica, blah, 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 whatever. I go over there and she's over here telling me, oh yeah, I remember this bar. I went here, went there, all this shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, this bitch done been here, whether it's with her bitches or not. She's over here fucking niggas, and that's usually what bitches, they go on an all-girls trip. They fucking niggas across the, you know what I mean? So that's how it goes. So versus a woman, you fuck around and take a bitch to a 4 or 5-star hotel, and she opens her suitcase and she brings out a big ass hair dryer. You be like, oh shit, this bitch probably never really been nowhere, because 4 or 5-star hotel, she didn't know that they come with hair dryers and all that shit. You know what I mean? So that's just a simple way of telling. There's a lot of these things that women give off that can let us know if you got a low or a low or a high body count. If a woman's a stripper,
we need women to understand that, okay, some men, we value things differently. Like, if she get an ass job done, you know what I'm saying? So we do value that ass job for the things that whatever we wanted to value towards. However, it's insecurities that come with that value, because that tells me, this is just me, I don't know about everybody, tells me that you're not happy with yourself. You're not happy with yourself. So instead, you want to go add this artificial stuff to yourself instead of adding that real natural quality to yourself.
yeah,
That's where working out come in at. That's where, you can do squats to gain that. You might not get that big ass booty that you actually want, but if you're willing to take that challenge and put that work into your body, then that let me know that you actually trying to make a chance. Not only is you trying to make a chance change naturally, but you trying to make a change in your image, you know what I'm saying, overall. And I find that as a plus, and you get your ass done.
yeah.
That could be a plus also.
I just want to
It's downfalls that come with artificial.
big up the merch. I wear this motherfucker every day. It's still clean though. Make hoes useful again.
Another thing is too, me and his perspective, we trade in perspectives into the whole idea. So we are talking from two different places, but we sharing that perspective to create a visual so y'all can understand what we actually talking about.
See, look, I wanna touch on my cousin said I'm gonna get a Maserati now just because it's a dude's car. But that's funny because she could probably, I'm not gonna lie, my cousin Cecilia, she got a master's degree out of UC Stanislaus, a master's degree.
Okay.
So she's up there with the education.
It's just a piece of paper, man. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. The saying, you can become a master with a degree on your own. You know what I'm saying? Not to take away the credit that you can put a lot of time into that shit.
All I'm saying is when I get up there with my income and I'm actually pushing 150,000 a year, you know what I mean, or more. I'm gonna get a woman that it is. I mean, the education, that'll be cool. It's a bonus, pretty much. It's not required for me because it doesn't need you don't need a master's degree or an education or certificate really to be nurturing and loving and to run a household and to take care of kids and stuff like that, and to just be a natural mother. All you gotta do is just tap in to the naturalness, to the core true nature of a feminine woman.
I see your friend, look, they got questions to pop right now. Look, they said there's no such thing as a, see, they missing, you got to really open your mind up, because this is the thing, we got the freedom. I could use a car as an example to describe the idea. See, long as you following the idea that we trying to describe, then you're going to be up to speed. But if you're just looking at the actual thing as a car, then you're not going to really understand. But
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I want to say this just on that. If someone is getting trapped on, because a lot of women say, oh, you're objectifying us and trying to compare us to a car, like we're an object, property. Well, all I got to say is that if your mind, man or woman, because men always say that too, you can't be saying that women are like cars. Well, if your mind is stuck on the concept or stuck on that actual thing instead of the actual analogy, then that just shows a lot about that person's intelligence.
Women
but
trap.
Anyway, this is just comparison, because we're trying to bring it to a level to where women can understand it, and they could understand it when we compare them to a car like that. They just don't like to understand it, and they don't like to be objectified. And
I think that women trauma weighs in on the way that they perceive things too, because deep down inside they got something small against men because of how men treated them in the past.
Yeah.
So your mind you might not be mentally strong enough to really understand this idea that's being put out there based off the fact that you ain't open enough because you haven't dealt with your own traumas.
Yeah. See, look. All right. My cousin said, she said, y'all shallow as fuck. No, it's not really. It's not that we're shallow. We're just speaking realistic. So it's like if I want to be married to a woman who potentially can have diabetes or high cholesterol, she won't live long to see our kids grow up and have grandchildren. Those are the things that I'm concerned about. I wouldn't say that's shallow. I definitely wouldn't say that's shallow. I'm looking for longevity. And
It's
she
not.
asked,
It's only shallow when a woman think you shaming her, but it's not. This is
yeah,
not shaming. These are it's
yeah,
women out here that got this type of stuff going on inside their life. It might not be
mm-hmm.
you, but this is from a man perspective of the things that we actually see. And whoever asks that, do I work? I work out. I do 200 push-ups. I
Yeah.
do 100
I
squats,
was just about
and
to
I do
say
it
that
daily.
shit. You said, do we work out? As soon as I hit up you this morning, what'd you say? I said, I'm finna go on live. You say, I'm gonna finish banging out these push-ups. Which
Right.
my guy's on that shit. You check his page out. Sometimes he shows a little bit of shit that he does and all that shit. As far as me, do I work out? I said before I joined or before I added you to the live that I don't work out as much as I should. I need to be getting in the gym, but at the same time, I'm just naturally lean, so I'm skinny. But at the same time, I acknowledge that I'm more on the unfit side of the skinny side. You know what I mean?
And
So,
that's okay, as
so
long as
there's me.
you're taking
But it's
accountability.
different. But at the same time, I want to let women know that it's different with men because see me, that doesn't limit my options too much because at the same time, I'm not overweight. But at the same time, too, there's different things that I have that open up my options. So that's my game for sure. I'm not an ugly ass man. For one thing that I got over a lot of average niggas. Niggas don't got jobs nowadays or more than one income stream. So that's what you could say. I have my business that I'm still working on. I kind of put it on pause right now because I'm trying to focus on this podcast. I'm not gonna lie. So that's why,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And there's a lot of,
I can't
you
wait
know what
till
I
you
mean?
get
So
that started, man. We finna eat that.
we finna eat them up. But see, so there's these different things that weight doesn't really come into play with me right now. So let me
Right.
see. I got my homegirl, Sarah. I've been knowing her for a lot of years. She's cool. She said, hold on, let me see. She said,
Let me see your arms.
hold on. I'm trying to read the comment before that. It said, no such thing as a man's car. So Sarah said, so you don't want an educated woman. No, I'm not saying. See, that's the thing. So when I say things like um men, it's not a requirement for men to for a woman to have an education because like I said, it doesn't take an education or a master's degree or a PhD or an associate's bachelor's or even a certificate to know how to raise some kids, look after a household. And then look, this is the thing. I don't want to think that you guys are just talking or that we just talking. Nigga, flex on it, bro. Nigga,
Just a little
you know what I
sun.
mean?
I'm getting it
He be at
together.
the push-up.
It's a little soft still, but I'm getting it right.
Little, you know what I mean? Hey, shit, you got a couple inches on me. I ain't gonna lie on the arms.
Hey, and I want to
Let's
touch
see.
in on this too. You see how people tie an education to school? People ain't really free up inside their head to understand that you don't have to go to school to gain an education. There's school everywhere. There's YouTube school. There's books. There's people that made it in life that can school you.
And also too, which I would think that women don't even think about this, but I think is important. A man who can coach you on some good ass shit, the right
Definitely
man. You know what I
important.
mean? Women never think
Definitely
about
important.
that shit. You know what I mean? It's all about the choice of men. It's all about choice of men. So, all right. But I don't want you guys to think, hold on. I'm about to go on a little tangent right now. Let me get some motherfucking water. Hold on. Because I don't want these women to think that we're just talking and we're not talking numbers. So I'm finna lay a bunch of numbers. Hopefully y'all can keep up when it comes to this education shit. All right. So if a woman has a college education, 2020 statistics, according to David Buss statistics, which are peer reviewed, 90% of women's marriages will be unstable
And why is that?
statistically because they adapt masculine traits. So they adapt a lot of masculine traits. They try to be, they claim they want a leader, but they try to be that leader. or maybe they have spent all these years not finding the right man, focus on their education or their business and all that shit, for furthering shit for themselves, that they I'm not gonna say naturally because it's unnatural. They adapt masculine traits.
Right. They
So
basically it's got to do with, you know what I'm saying, especially for people that's really going through stuff, and then for the mothers that, you know, that's got that feminine energy removed from them because this man then put her in a masculine place. Now she got to protect herself and protect her kids, and she's using what she's learned from him to protect from that particular energy, which got to do with masculine energy that you putting back on something masculine.
Yeah. Yep. All right, hold on. Cynthia Wallace said, "Can I ask
Men
you guys
are
a question
intimidated
for
by
real?"
it.
No, hold on. I still got to get to the comments above.
Okay,
There's some
my
comments.
fault.
Cynthia Wallace said, can I ask you guys a question for real? Are you both single? What do you consider high value man? What do you consider high value woman? And since women don't know what a man wants in a wife, please elaborate. Okay. And then my cousin, right after, we're gonna talk about that right now. My cousin, hold up. Yeah, hold up. My cousin said, I'm gonna start a live talking about men again because y'all the biggest whores, and she called my fucking real name. She knows too much about me, that's why. Back in Stockton. Hey, be quiet, cousin. All right, so we could talk about these. All right, so are we both single? What do we consider high value man?
I'm single.
What do you consider high value woman? And what we see in some characteristics of a marriageable woman, pretty much.
So I feel like, so first of all, I am single. You know what I'm saying? For ladies out there that want to, you know, add me on Facebook, take
But
my
also
number
let
down,
us
possibly
know
step.
what type of relationship you're looking for. What type of relations you're looking for, though.
So basically, I find first of all, money comes with a high value woman, right? And I don't mean that it comes from the jump. What I mean is by what she actually knows and what she's actually pursuing and where her purpose is coming from. She might have this little job right here, right now, but in the next 2 years, she might want to grow that job into a business and grow that business into a bigger business and then multiply them businesses. So I find that high value in itself just by having that information to be able to make that type of move. That right there brings your value very high. And then if you got the money to go behind what you're talking about, oh man, you the shit, right? And I just feel like that some women, you know, they get stuck in emotion because, you know, a lot of women is intelligent. And then you got these women that's just stuck in survival mode because they putting their kids before everything. You know, they gonna take care of their kids, but they never had that partner that they can plan something out. You know, that business partner like me, I could be a good business partner and we could plan something out that's gonna bring assets to our family. And that idea right there is actually high value in itself too, you know, as a woman and a man. So, you know.
Okay, and name 3 things that you want in a marriageable woman, pretty much. Or hold on, what did she say? What we want, or do a high value man want? Because sometimes our personal preference could be different. Hold on.
Well, I want to understand it. You know, I want a woman that understand where I be coming from.
She
You
said
know,
what a
not,
man
I want one
wants in a
that
wife.
I want one just to over talk the man because she thinks she doesn't know what she's talking about, or because there's something in the background that's affecting her understanding of this man because she haven't really dealt with it. So understanding and communication is all the dribble needed. And that comes with respect, because if you can't respect me as a man and you can't respect what I got going, you know, if you don't see that I'm trying to bring something better to the table and I got purpose, then obviously you don't respect me for the person that I am right now. Instead, you respected me from the last man that you was talking to, which probably wasn't shit. So those 2 things. And then, you know, I like my woman to be creative. You know, I want to see my woman, you know, like I said, I want to see her be able to use her brain, you know, start using her job as a reason to pay her credit card off. You know, she might want to pay her. She might want to go build business credit. She might want to go build credit. So I want my woman to be creative, smart, have communication, and respect me for the man and respect me for what I bring to the table.
Yeah. See? Okay. Now, my side, you know, I'm a little bit more on the controversial side. That's why I wanted to see if they were talking about our individual preferences, because my preferences. All right, so am I single? All right, so I wanted you to let them know that what type of relationship you're looking for is polygamous relationship, right?
Yeah.
All right. See, so a lot of people, a lot of women say, "Well, I'm a polygamist too," which lets me know that they're not educated, because polygamist is actually multiple women and one single man. Polyandry is multiple men, one single woman. So they got to get their terminology right. And then polyamory is multiple men and multiple women, pretty much like swingers type of shit. So that's what a lot of women, they're like, well, I'm a polygamist too. So you're a man seeking multiple women? No, you're not. You know what I mean? That's polyandrous. So anyway, so I'm single. Yes, I'm single, big single. Definitely not looking for a wife. Always recruiting more hoes. I ain't tripping. So what do I consider a high value man? What do I consider a high value man? Okay, because there's different criteria from society, and society's criteria of high value man and my criteria of a high value man. High value man is a man who's physically fit, or getting or progressing to be physically fit. You know, getting his money up, increasing his money consistently, always on the grind. High value man too as well. If he's lacking in the looks, then maybe he's getting his bag up or something. See, it's really different between women and men, because see, let me explain the society's criteria of a high value man. This is in a general society's criteria of a high value man. And this is really set up by women, because this is the ideal. It's also describing the ideal man that a woman wants. Pretty much the ideal man that the majority of the women are seeking and desire, which is a man that's 6 foot or higher, $100,000 a year or more, physically fit, good looking,
and those
has ambition and all that, and that good shit. But this is the ideal man. Very hard to find. I would say, I think statistics alone say that a man making $70,000 a year that's 6 foot tall, which is not even this is lower than the average woman's standards. That's I think it's like 2.24% of the nation's population. So that's a slim chance. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is that, so say if I don't make $100,000 a year, well, I might have the looks. Maybe I look better a little bit than the man who's making $100,000 a year, and maybe my game is better. And you know what I mean? So so there's things that men, if they're lacking in shit like height, I'm not 6 foot, I'm only 5'10". You know what I mean? Women say, I want 6 foot, but they can't even fucking tell me how much inches is 6 feet. You know what I mean? So they don't fucking care about the difference of fucking 2 inches. You know what I mean? They don't even know how much inches is a fucking foot. You know, they don't even know the fucking times that shit by 6, and that's how I'll give you the fucking answer of how much inches. So anyway, so what I'm saying, I'm lacking 2 inches by society's criteria, but I might look a little bit better than the 6 foot guy. I might have a look, maybe he doesn't have as much money as me, or vice versa. Maybe he's fat, I'm not, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that we could work on, but I could always work on getting my money up. I could always work on getting physically fit. So as men, we work on the things that we can't control. If we can't control our looks or our height or something like that, you know what I mean?
Right. So what makes a man high value? What makes a man high value before he start getting the money?
Okay, so before he start getting the money, the ambition. Because that's one thing that these women will pick a broke nigga if he got ambition. Trust me, I've been there personally. A lot of women picked me, and I was broke, but I've been hustling since I was 15.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
And
that's
I'm not
real
saying
shit.
I got money, you know what I mean? But I could reach in my pocket and get $400 or $500, you know what I mean? So, you know, not counting, you know what I mean, money that's coming to me, you know, money I got out there and all the shit. not including the assets and the business I got and all that stuff. So it's like,
Right.
I actually got to pick another check up from the smoke shop. So this is also something like that.
They gotta
But
keep
I
coming
want
in
to get on
some way.
something controversial because I was kind of ranting on the high value because a lot of women don't really know what a high value man is. But what they say, what I think a high value woman is. Now you explained yours. Mine is way controversial, man.
It's okay. Go ahead. Come with it.
To me, there's no such thing as a high value woman.
Why
I'm
is
gonna say
that?
this, and I'm gonna say it this way. I'm not gonna use the terminology high value woman. A good woman, a great woman. Why should, you know what I mean? Why do they always want to take a similar title to a man and throw it on a woman?
Right.
You know.
So I was gonna say,
as far as the high value though, women accentuate the value of their man. They're a reflection of their man. So they boost up. They bring his value. They boost it up because I mean, you look good with a good woman on your arm. You know what I mean? You go to something. So there's these type of things. You know what I mean? A lot of women could say, oh, you bring a good-looking woman to a business deal, you might get the business deal better. Nah, not really, because women, sad to say, when it comes to millionaires and shit, they'll want to sleep with you. Yeah, they'll be enticed. They might. All right, yeah. You know what? We'll talk more about the business deal. We'll do another meeting or something. You got a badass bitch, but when it comes down to it, the deal ain't gonna be because you have a good-looking woman next to you.
right.
So it's like. But it looks good. It's a boost, but she accentuates the value that her man has because she is a reflection of her man. So if she's acting all ratchet and shit in public and being hella loud, and you're just saying, oh, that's just my wife. That's just how she is when she drinks or some shit. That shows that she probably wears the pants. She's probably slapping your ass up all at home and shit. You know what I mean? So when I say that, I don't think that there's such thing as a high value woman. I'm not saying that women have no value and there's only low value women. I don't like using that terminology for women. That's all it is. And I like, because let's be real, we're not equal and we're not the same. I'm not saying that men are high value and women are lower. What I'm saying is that it's just the terminology. I'm not comfortable with the terminology. That's all it is. A good woman, man. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say I want a high value woman. I want a good woman, man. I just want a good woman. You know what I mean?
Do you
Simple, good
find
woman.
do you find anything that a woman do? You know, do you find anything that a woman can achieve to be of higher value than
Of
just
high
being
value,
great?
yeah.
Okay.
I can. It's really hard. Okay, a woman in a 20-year marriage with a couple of kids, that's high value woman to me.
True. That shows she got the experience of marriage. She got her family together.
Because this is how I look at it. If I name other things, like if she has a master's degree, it's high value woman to me. If I say something like that, at the end of the day, like I said, if I'm making $250,000 a year, I'm not going to care what her education is. So it's really not a value to me. You know what I mean? So because I may choose a woman that has a business degree that's going to help me with my business. You know what I mean? Or something like that. My wife, she could be aid into the family business or something like that. You know what I mean? I definitely won't want her building somebody else's dream and retiring out of a company. You know what I mean? She could retire out of our company and build our company, put them hours in our shit. You know what I mean? And so pretty much, so she could be of value, but at the same time, she's accentuating the value that I have. She's boosting it up. She's being a bonus. You know what I mean? Like I said, so it's a controversial take only because a lot of women and feminine men get caught up on the terminology when I say, you know what I mean? I don't think that there's no such thing as a high value woman. No, the title and the terminology attached to the woman, I'm not comfortable with, and it's not even comfortable with, because that's really feeling, you know what I mean? So this is more emotion aside. It's really, I'm gonna say it plain and simple. It doesn't fit saying high value woman, it doesn't fit together. Because what a woman thinks is high value for herself is not going to be of any value really to a high value man. And they could say, well, what does it matter what a man thinks of a woman's?
Right.
Well, these are the men that you are trying to pursue. That's all I'm saying. This is the things that the man of the average woman is trying to pursue. These are the things. He doesn't care about your education. As far as like I said, little education, it's a bonus. So what I say, I want a woman to be like how you said, you could find education in different things. You know what I mean? You could have a college degree in fucking parenting or something, but a woman could just be, you know what I mean, just naturally feminine, and it just comes natural to her, and she's just could be a better mother or something like that. It's a reason why a rich man would go to a Burger King and see a cool ass woman. You can identify some shit. He'll fuck around and take her under the wing and bring her up. As long as she's a coachable woman, everybody's like, oh, train her like she's a pet. No, coachable is different. Coachable is you're part of the team. You know what I mean? You're part of a team now. So with a woman being coachable, they always want leaders. Well, when it comes to leader, if you're a leader, you have responsibility. So you can't have responsibility without authority, because responsibility without authority is slavery.
Right. And I've
so
in my world, you know what I'm saying, with respect to how you feel about it, I myself, I see the value in myself, and I know I'm raising the value in myself. So when I do go look for stuff inside of a woman, what I find high value is the characteristics she comes with. Like I said, if she's a loud talking female that's not respectful, she can't follow my lead, or she can't understand where I'm coming from. The high value things for me is got to do with what comes with inside of a woman herself without the money first, because I got to see the value in you to even place you high or low in the first place. And if I see that you are a slut, then I'm going to place you low off of that. But if I see that you are trying to accomplish something in life, going to school, that right there adds value. I'm going to call it, because it's a lot of people that go to school, so it adds value. Like you said, it's not because some people go to school and they get the fucking degrees or whatever, but then when it comes out here to looking for stuff, now they might not be able to find exactly what they're looking for, and now they got this degree, but their job is nothing to do with that degree. You know what I'm saying? So, but I will find that idea right there as a high value quality inside of a woman, based off the fact that I find that creative. You know what I'm saying? And she could go get a diploma. She could go get this degree for being a teacher, but since there ain't no availability for being a teacher, she becomes some type of clothes designer, or she started becoming her own entrepreneur. So that itself right there is high value to me, based off the fact we could come together and be like, okay, well, I could give you some ideas to build this company, and and she asked me questions. A person that asks questions also is high value to me, because I love questions. I'm gonna ask questions, and when you ask me questions, I can give you my input on your ideas if you're willing to accept my opinion about it. So, you know what I'm saying? I think high value basically can be described in many different things.
Yeah.
You can always. I feel like
the terminology. So we have the similar. I'm a little bit more extreme with it. But we have a similar taking on it. Mine is just the terminology. So, you know what I mean? So mine's just the term. I just don't use the terminology high value when I don't attach that to a woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But hold on. We got to engage with these comments, because we got some viewers, and we got people
like degrees only matter if it benefits you. She talking about me or you?
Hold on. There's a lot of comments above. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm gonna read them real fast, and then we'll answer the ones that are meaningful. Sarah said, the homegirl Sarah, oh, I know you don't have to go to school to be an educated person. I'm a very educated woman, which she is, and most of it was self-taught, for sure. I could vouch for that. I know her personally.
Definitely.
She actually, I'm not sure if she's married yet. If she's married to her boyfriend, she scored some big good dude, seemed like a good guy, and she's doing something. Obviously, she's doing something cool. I've been knowing her for a long time. Good woman. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Actually, she actually helped me out personally. You know what I mean? She helped me out personally. Just, you know what I mean? Just being a friend and shit. She, I know her on a personal thing. She's a good woman. She knows what she talk about. She said we should be smoking and talking. Well, I got my wax pen. You know what I mean? I'm
I'm
chilling.
gonna say shit. One of these times I'm gonna need to come out. I'm just gonna come up there, man. We just gonna go live on
Yeah,
one platform.
we'll fuck
You know what
around,
I'm
go
saying?
live. All right, and then Pre Morris, she said you can have all the degrees in the world, but if you don't have any common sense, you're not educated. Period. Somebody hearted it.
That was me.
Oh, yep. Unstable because men. My cousin said, and then my cousin said men are intimidated by it, which I'm thinking that she's talking about the college. I could touch on that real fast, and then we'll read the rest of the comments because there's a couple more. Well, it's not that men are really intimidated. Like I said, educated, especially highly educated women, they have a hyper independency, which attitude, which they don't need a man anyway. They could do it all themselves, and they're self-sufficient, which is fine. High value men don't want that though, because you know what I mean? Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Go ahead, do it yourself. You know what I mean? I'm gonna need somebody who needs to put in time and in this shit. You know what I mean? That's fine. If you have a master's degree and you're willing to pretty much put that whole shit aside and not really care what you know what I mean, about that, then you have a good chance too. You know what I mean? But if you're relying on your master's degree or your college degree to find a high value man, then that's when it's not gonna come into play. So that's the thing. So, and then Cynthia said, I don't do chocolate, baby. Sorry. Damn, that was going for you for sure.
I'm not chocolate. I'm hazelnut.
He said, I'm hazelnut. My cousin said, y'all motherfuckers is mean.
No, we not mean.
And then
you gotta open your mind. You gotta really open your mind up, and you gotta just don't see that trauma. Like I said, them niggas fucked the female head up that they dealt with, so they try to place that same shit on every single. Yeah. I'm an honest person. Look, every nigga not gonna tell you he might be an honest liar. See, I'm a real honest person. Yeah. And I keep it 100. So they're right there. It still can be high value based off the fact that he's an honest liar. The value start to depreciate when you start finding out that he be lying to you. That's when his value depreciates. When you're an honest person, your value only increase.
Yeah, and then they don't ever understand that the man was just lying to them to probably most likely protect her feelings, but they don't want to get into that conversation. And then look, Cynthia also said, so do you want a woman to be at home taking care of kids, or do you want a woman that works? You guys are contradicting yourself.
She can do both.
No, she's not
of
listening.
them.
Yeah,
she can do both of them.
She could do both of them. Really, the more that a man really makes, the more he's gonna need her at home, or at least working from home.
Why not run an online business?
Yes.
See? And that's why I said creativity, it matters, because if you can't be creative like that, you're gonna be like, do you want her at home or take no? You can be at home taking care of the kids, and you can start an online business.
And I'm not saying chained up to the computer, nothing like that. Look, you got this man's resources at your disposal. If you want to go set up a business meeting, go ahead, you can. But what I'm saying is that your business, if you're trying to build an empire with your business, a man is not gonna really want a high value man is really not going to want a woman who's trying to make her business an empire, because she's not going to have no time for him or the household, none of the kids, nothing like that. So pretty much, I don't even think I really said what I feel like a high value woman is. It's pretty simple to me. It's fit, feminine, and fertile.
Characteristics matter. See, if you're a traumatized woman, if you're a woman that got out of a 7-year relationship and you're the type of woman that jump into another relationship 2-3 years later, that's not high value right there. Yeah. The value is in yourself. If you didn't deal with yourself emotionally and mentally to go into this relationship with this man, you already lost your value based off of that, because you rebounded. Yeah. And that's what it's called.
So pretty much, like when it comes to the work, do we want a woman to work or be at home with the kids? Like he said, there's a way. If you want to, you could do both. Me, if I'm busting my ass, and especially if I'm pushing that over 100K mark, I'm gonna want you to be in tune with the vision. Pretty much, I'm not even the next time I probably really get into a relationship is when I'm gonna be pushing 150 to 200K a year. That's really when I'm gonna be in a relationship. You know what I mean? The next time I'm really, it's kind of gonna be non-negotiable when I get with a woman, kind of. You know what I mean? Because by that time, I'm going to have way more options than I even do now. And so there's going to be a woman that's willing to do that. You could go ahead and hit the road, Jack. So hold on. The other comment All right, so that was her. That was Cynthia's comment.
I feel like basically too, you could like if I did say, like you said, if I hit the 150 mark, right, I might want to invest into my woman, you know. So I might give her this idea, like maybe you should go start this. It might be a business that's gonna be manageable to keep the program in management. I might not
Yeah.
give her something that she's gonna be full time doing. It might be something that she can actually, okay, well here's 20K, go go get the LLC and go get an auction license and go get a dealership license before you can get these cars, and I can sell these cars for us right here.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm managing all our businesses. See,
Yeah.
everybody got their own way of thinking though. You could limit her, or you
Yeah.
can add
Look,
to her and then let her
a
add back to you.
perfect example. You know, I do this shit. It's really controversial. So I get about 20 to 25 messages a day. I would say 70 to 80% of them are women. Combination of agreeing and being disgruntled, and then the other low percent men, you know what I mean? Just curiosity about shit, you know what I mean, when it comes to my topics specifically.
Yeah, women need to learn how to trade perspectives.
There's one woman who replied to one of my stories. She was just curious about this mindset. So I said, okay, well, let me ask you a little bit about your personal, if you don't mind. I looked at her story. I think it was her husband's birthday. He had their 2 kids on his lap, and she had a birthday fucking cake, you know what I mean, with his name and shit. Somebody behind you. Who that? You good?
I'm listening.
Okay. But fucking so I was talking to her. I asked her a couple questions. So I asked her a little bit about personal questions. She said, so pretty much this is her rundown of her relationship. Her and her husband are both from Mexico. That's big. That's big. They've been married for, I think she said 12 years. She's 33 or something. So she got married right off the rip, damn near. And he's a little bit older. He's like 37, not that much older, 4 years older. He works hard. He's an electrician for, I think, a private company. So they make a little bit more, I think. So I think she said he's pushing like 70, 80K a year. They got 2 kids. I asked her, does she work? And then she said she used to work until she got pregnant, and then he didn't want her to work anymore because they have more than enough. You know what I mean? He could get her nails done, her hair done, her makeup. Beautiful woman too. And she's a little bit kind of on the bigger side, more on the thicker side, I would say. You know what I mean? Not too physically fit, you know what I mean? And then what? So I asked her, what did she bring to the relationship? She said, you know, she's a mother. He's a damn good father, so of course she's gonna be a damn good mother. She's loyal. She's loyal, and also what she told me is that she helps run their business that they run at home, which is selling cars. So she posts ads. She replies because she knows English. She knows more English than him. He doesn't really know English, so she replies. It's linked up to her phone. She's not too heavy on the social media. Like even all these messages were going back and forth. It was over days and days because she rarely gets on social media. You know what I mean? Oh, Cynthia's telling me to add her, but hold on, let's get through this. So pretty much, and now their relationship, their marriage, they've been married for 12 years. You know what I mean? They got married damn near off the rip, straight from the beginning, and all that shit. So she's putting a lot of things. She's adding value to the vision. You know what I mean? Rosina said a man can get all of that if they respect us. Y'all disrespect us, but expect us to shut the fuck up and be a good wife, girlfriend. That don't make sense.
When she said y'all, she not talking about me because I'm not part of no nigga that she didn't talk to.
No,
so when that's what I keep saying. You can't put your trauma from how these niggas then did you.
Yeah,
because
about her
you can't put that on me because I like to see my woman run her own business. If she's capable of running her own business, that's something she could come into the picture with her own business because that's gonna be more, like you said, she's an extension of me. So she gonna
Yeah.
be representing me damn good if she come in, or if she is just on a pedestal and I give her something to grow and she turned that and she turned that 20K into 100,000. I turn
Yeah.
100K into 250,000.
Yep.
And you know, we all win right there. But what you were saying,
Yep.
go ahead.
Noelle, which is a girl, she said, so you would say women are, oh, hold on. She said, so women are seeking men with money? No, like I said, if he has
They
lower
not seeking
money
no
and
broke
he's probably good
niggas.
looking. Yeah, I definitely know. So that's a whole different topic too. We could touch on that a little bit later. It's like, yeah, money matters, especially to women. So no, these aren't the things that women say. These are the things that my cousin said. So women say these pretty much. Because she said that's not my ideal man. Yeah, what I'm saying is that because you probably
Statistically.
haven't had a taste of this general ideal men, these general ideal men that we are describing. So
Right.
once you get a taste of that type of high value man, you're not gonna want to go back. Like I said, once a woman fucks with a dude at a certain level, she doesn't look down unless her options are extremely slim until like when she gets out of her delusion and faces reality.
Right.
So she said, not all women want a slim fit man as a husband. Yeah,
True.
like I'm saying, not all women, a slim fraction of women. So I know, Cuzzo, you got a master's degree, so you've been to college, so you know about statistics. There's something called statistically insignificant, which pretty much means nobody gives a fuck about. It doesn't matter. So like, at least to the argument. So you can't. So you could argue and debate all day with somebody if they're going to argue on the statistically insignificant shit. You know what I mean? They're arguing the small shit. We're arguing the general shit. So what I'm saying, the majority of women, their ideal man is, I'm not saying a slim fit man, but a fit man, a physically fit man, not a fat man or who's obese. So are you going to say that you really want a man who's obese? Then what I'm saying is that you probably haven't had a taste of a man who's fucking yoked up or some type of shit. You know what I mean? You haven't had a taste of that type of lifestyle that he brings.
It's her
So
choice. If she want a
and then
big dude, she can have a big dude.
and then also too, it depends on yourself. What type of options do you have? So it's like if you have limited options to not really attain that or not really obtain that high value man, then it's kind of like you got to do what you got to do to put yourself in the face of that high value man if you want him.
I feel like a female, she got
You
her
on the
option to
road?
talk to. If she want to talk to a big dude and make him a high value man, then she could do that. Or I mean, not
There
make
you
him a high
go.
value man, but you know, if she want to talk
But
to a big
also too,
dude,
I would argue with the fact it's a real dangerous and slippery and risky slope for a woman to try to build up a man, because I would argue the fact that as soon as he builds his value up and his options open more, he's leaving you in the dust, no matter if you were with him for hella years. That would be a high majority of men. So my cousin Rosina said, who says men gotta be over 6 feet? I'm not saying men have to be, because men can't fight against nature. You know what I mean? They can't control their height. So what I'm saying is, if he's lacking in, this is what the criteria for an ideal woman, the majority of
and
women
they wrote it down
want.
too, these statistics. So this is
Yeah.
not something that we just saying. They got a percent of 50% of women in the United States or whatever it may be is saying that they want a man that's 6 feet. So that don't mean that it's everybody. These are
Yeah.
statistics.
Yes. And then look, she said, my husband is 5'5". The fuck? Because I don't think you're not taller than your husband though, cuzzo, are you? She said, it all depends on how you treat me and respect you give. If you treat us right, we will be the best wife, girlfriend ever. Y'all can get, y'all can, don't give a fuck shit about, I
You
don't give
said
a
she
fuck,
said if
give
too.
a shit, but
She said
I
if.
can't understand
See
that.
when
But my
you play.
cousin said after that, my cousin Cecilia, she said, what if she was cheating during those 20 years? Well, then as soon as we find out well, look, see, this is the thing. A woman can't hide. It would be hard for her to hide that she's cheating for 20 years, for the simple fact when women have sex, they have some type of emotional attachment, or there has to be, because they don't just let any man fuck. So they have to be somewhat attracted to that man, some type of not attachment, I would say, but some type of attraction for him, some type of liking, emotional something to that man. So it'll be hard for her to hide that for 20 years. A man
Right.
knows, man. A man will know. But I would argue the fact that women are way, they could hide that shit. They can hide cheating way better than men.
Right. They will hide it better because women is
But not for long though.
sometimes a woman can, because one thing about a woman, she's
Can't
emotionally, she
hear
can
you.
emotionally. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
You hear me?
Can you hear me?
Fuck. Hold on.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but god damn, man, people blowing up my phone, so it switches to like the earpiece, bruh. Like I could barely hear your ass. Hold on, let me see if this. Damn, where my
I
headphones at?
can. I can.
You can hear me. I know. Yeah, you can hear me, but I can hear you through like just the earpiece though. It's not through the fucking speakerphone again. Hold on.
Okay.
My nephew try to. Damn, man, that shit fucks up the whole fucking live, bruh. This nigga need to quit calling me. Hold
Yeah,
on.
you need to. Hey, you need to read through these comments a little bit faster because I'm seeing some of these comments that obviously some of
Yeah,
the
that's
women
what
that's
I'm
listening, they're
saying.
missing. They're kind of
See,
missing the
fuck,
idea, kind of.
man. It's hella hard for me to hear you, bruh. Damn, nigga, my nephew fucked this whole shit up. I think I'm gonna have to end this live and start it again, nigga.
Uh,
I could barely hear your ass.
uh,
All right, all
okay.
right, now. Hey, I'm gonna start the live, y'all. Y'all go over to the live, man. I'm about to tell my nephew quit fucking calling me.